Monsterbass is here! Hey guys, Joe the Big Nerdy Biker here. Monsterbass arrived. I'm gonna try to squeak this out as a bonus video. Before we get started, I want to remind you that you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and most social media at Big Nerdy Biker. I have all that in a link tree as well. That link tree also has additional links besides Instagram, Facebook, including ways that you can actually help support my channel as I'm getting started here. Also, if you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment on the video. Please comment on all my videos. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, so I can focus in on the areas that you guys do like as I'm making more videos. But now, on to Monsterbass. Monsterbass subscription service for fishing gizmos. Separated by the different regions. Though, depends on where you live, depends on what you get. I live near Chicago. I live halfway between Chicago and Milwaukee, so I get the Great Lakes region bag. I believe that's what they're officially calling it. But we're going to crack this sucker open. Gonna take a look at it. I haven't seen their spoiler videos yet. I haven't opened it, as you can see, as I just hit it with the Leatherman. And we're going to check out what's happening here. First deal is, they don't send their stuff in boxes. They send it in a little plastic zipper bait bag, which, until I received it, I thought was stupid. But I won't lie to you. I didn't like the idea until I got it, and then I got it. And I've been using the bag that came with my last one to transfer the baits that I'm using. Like, I'm using this bait and this bait instead of bringing along a mess of things, and I throw it in my little backpack because I travel around with a backpack when I fish. So I have my standard everyday tackle in there, and then anything extra I throw into one of these little zippers, and that's how I get my extra stuff around. Because if I'm fishing for catfish, I don't need as many crankbaits and stuff. If I decide catfish isn't going well enough, I can use the crankbaits I have in my normal bag. But if I'm fishing for bass, I don't need to bring like stink baits and stuff. So this is a good way to be able to swap around and bring just what I need for what I'm trying to catch, or what I believe I'm trying to catch. Like I said, this is the Regional Pro Series bag. I'm cracking this open right now. There's all sorts of different deals based on how you sign up, what you can find online as things go about, things of that nature as you do it. Every bag comes with a little pamphlet telling you what's cracking on everything. I'll give you a better picture of that as I go along. Is there a thing? There is not a thing that I see here. We have Larry Melton Jr. on the cover. I'm going to leave this open and out as I go along so I can read off of it. They give you a golden ticket. They have their weekly YouTube show where they announce prizes and stuff. This is my golden ticket. Blocked out with the Sharpie so that you can't get my number and steal my stuff. And then we got things. Dump it all on out here. All right, let's rock and roll here. That's not from this. Got a coupon here for free Strike King Ned Ochos. Came in here. There's a little code on the back to get some free baits with an in-store purchase. I did use the special code last month to buy the Monsterbass Whataburger style shirt. Decent shirt. Same kind of quality as this one here that I got from Gun Mag Warehouse. They're, it's not the, I paid $6 for a shirt. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Sticker, Mountain Dew looking sticker. It says Monsterbass. It's a neat sticker. I'm gonna throw that in my collection of stickers and cigar rings. The first bait we have here in our bag is a topwater blower twitch from Team Arc. Say it retails for about $8. Sounds about right. So, it's a stick bait. It looks like a popper. It's a floating 4.5 inch, 5/8 ounce top water. Looks like a little popper. Looks like halfway between a Rapala and a popper. The color that I received says JP-Gill, so it's a bluegill colored bait. I'll bet you this does something. I'll bet you this is good. I believe this bait's gonna be a little much for the ponds that I fish. This is definitely good. I mean, I bet you this is a great tournament lure for popping around by docks and stuff. For the ponds that I fish, lakes that I fish, this might be a little much. I don't get out on the boats. That's a fairly decent sized lure, but hey, still very nice lure. I believe this is probably a good fit. It's gonna be good. It says that the Topwater Blower TV 115 is designed for the super long distance casting and the easiest walking action. It delivers perfect walk the dog action while not moving much in distance, which means the baits will be staying in the target area longer and attracting more bites. So that looks pretty neat. I'll be looking forward to using that one. Next up, I'm kind of half going down the list and half eyeballing what I can find. Next up, we have from B8 Lab, we have the Rocket Shad. The Rocket Shad here, it's almost a clear body. That's interesting. Oh, it doesn't have a rattle. I half expected it to rattle, be like a rattling wrap. The back here, it says, at B8 Lab, we design tackle for those who love outdoors and the excitement of the sport. Countless hours are spent at the lab, in the field, to give our products that irresistible lunker catching action. It's time to take your game to the next level. It's a 3/4 ounce floating. Color that they gave me is natural perch. So I am very surprised this thing doesn't rattle. This looks every other lure you get like this rattles, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, this will be interesting. This one I have higher hopes for than that Topwater Blower, but that's just because I'm more familiar with fishing with this style. Got a Strike King Pro Model 4. It says it's worth $5.50. You know, it's a fat wrap type lure. Dives 5 to 8 feet. The color they provided, what do we call this here? What's the official name for this color? Sexy Sunfish. Ooh la la. Is the official name for the color. $5.50 sounds a little off, but not, sounds a little high, but not too high. I mean, Bass Pro Shops, at least at the mall, has bins full of these. I think they pop them out at like $3.50 or $4, but they might be $5. So that's probably it's in line for pricing. So that's not bad. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's hard to not have enough of these crankbaits like this, right? Next up, we have a Steel Shad spinnerbait. I mean, spinnerbaits are great. It says this is a $7 spinnerbait. Looks well constructed. Oh, it's constructed from the highest quality components. Their spinnerbait has terrific vibration and durability. The spinnerbait is armed with an ultra-sharp hook and premium blades for maximum vibration. So, I guess it's made out of premium things. I think 7 feels like a bit much for this spinnerbait. It doesn't look that different from the spinnerbaits I picked up out of the, the $1.50, $2, whatever it is at Walmart bin. I mean, it's probably better constructed, but it's got a cool name at least. All right, from 13 Fishing Baits, we have 13 fishing baits. That's oh, it says it's on the thing. It says 13 fishing bait. So this is from 13 Fishing. It is the BFF Blunt Force Finesse Worm, number 13 Witch's Brew. I mean, we got the decorations going up at the Walmart there already for it is bunch of finesse worms. I mean, it's hard to get a little too much into that, but never hurts to have worms, right? So that's pretty slick. Those look good. Those look nice. They're very ridged for her pleasure. They have like a little paddly deal at the end. I imagine when you throw these, that the back end will bobble around. If you're throwing it like a Texas rig, you'll drag it around, and I bet you the tail blips a little bit as it's going through. Kind of not feathery like a Mr. Twister, but like that little drinking bird. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you that's how that tail reacts. You get X-Zone Adrenaline Bug Jr. There we go. Crawdads. Well, technically not crawdads. These are in black blue flake. Anything that's crawdad looking, I'm always a big fan of. I like the way these feel. Yeah. Anything that's got that crawdad two feelers on a two claw looking things. I know it's not a claw, it's like a mandible or whatever the hell it's supposed to be, like a cockroach or whatever. But it gives the crawdad feel, so that's pretty slick. I like that. Monsterbass has provided us with monster stops. Monster stops are an essential tool that every bass fisherman has in their tackle box. These bobber stops simplify the hassle of pegging your sinkers by allowing you to easily slide these medium weight stops above your weight and keep it in place. Whether you're using a Texas rig, Carolina rig, or any rig that requires a pegged sinker, monster stops are all you really need. And we have a single 3/8 ounce tungsten weight. Super exciting. They're telling me that this single weight here is $2. I believe I could go to Walmart and get a whole bunch of these little weights, these worm weights. Get a bunch of them, probably get about 20 of them for about $4.50. So they wouldn't be tungsten, but you know what? Not all of us are fishing in California. Some of us can use lead. So that's a mild disappointment there. Then we have some Mustad EWG 3/0 hooks. They're hooks for the worms. So got the worms, got the hooks, got the weight, got the weight stopper. So they give you the whole hook up here to get you rocking and rolling for some Texas rigging. And the right hook's on the blue worm, greenish blue worm. That's a good contrast. So cool. And then of course the Monsterbass reusable bait bag, which is their huge claim to fame. And like I said, I don't hate it. I don't hate the bag by a lunch. I dig that it comes in a bag. So yeah, we got the that's what came. The bait I'm most looking forward to using, honestly, I believe is going to be this B8 Lab Rocket Shad. That's the one I'm probably most looking forward to using because it's typically within my wheelhouse. I have so many like this one. I think I actually have this exact one. I can't swear to it, but I think I've got this exact one already. So, and not from them, just from going to Bass Pro. You know, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to throwing these bugs. The guy on the cover of the Great Lakes bag has a peacock bass. We typically don't have peacock bass up here. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this Monsterbass unbagging video. You have to decide for yourself what your value is for purchasing lures and what your fishing needs are. I'm not going to tell you this is the best bag or this is the right bag for you or anything of that nature, because you have to determine for yourself. I can just show you what's in there, give my opinion about what I see, and my opinion about the value, but I cannot tell you what to buy or what not to buy. You have to evaluate what your situation is. I don't do a lot of boat fishing, so some of these, you know, like that very big poppers may be a little much for me. I do mostly shore fishing in weedy ponds, so throwing a Texas rigged worm might be a little troublesome for me, you know, because it's going to snag on a bunch of stuff. So you got to decide. I don't hate it. I like what I got. It helps me, you know. I like to have a supply ready for when I do get an opportunity to fish outside of my comfort zone. I don't like to use other people's things, and I have a good supply of tackle, and I keep adding to it. I've got one more month on my subscription to Monsterbass before I have to re-up. So I'll have at least one more unbagging video coming up for you guys. But that's about going to do it here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Very much encourage you to comment. Comment away. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. The more you tell me what you do like, the more I can put a focus on it to try to make better videos that everybody enjoys. Follow Big Nerdy Biker on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Linktree, Instagram, and other things as well. If you go to the Linktree, all of the links are in it. It's linktr.ee, / Big Nerdy Biker. It's got everything in there. It's also got a couple ways to help support the channel. Not expecting you guys to go do anything. I haven't been doing this enough to really have earned your support for anything other than watching a couple of videos. But with that being said, that's going to do it. Make sure you catch the main video that'll come out Tuesday, and I'll catch you on down the road. See ya.